Welcome everybody. This looks like it's going to be live. I can see people have tuned in over here. Hi Starfall, Joel Parry, Triton Army. I see Benji Kaiser here. Clutch. By the way, your streams are so clutch. Thanks Ben and everybody for tuning in. This is going to be quite a long live stream. We're going to be building this PC behind there. There's all the parts laid out there. And it's going to be quite exciting. Now, I don't quite know what it's going to look like. If you are listening to this, let me know if the audio sounds all right. According to my, everything looking on the actual, graphs, it looks okay, but just let me know how does it sound to you. Basically, a few things before we get started, and for people who are watching this in replay. What we're going to do today is build this PC, obviously. But before we're going to do that, I want to go into a little bit what this PC is for. First of all, it is absolute overkill for most of the people. And this is not best bang for buck type of thing. So this is definitely not in that category. But it's going to be quite exciting because it's a 3090 build and we have a Ryzen 5800X. It's fantastic. Another thing I want to mention that I'm not going to just spend loads of time in the beginning here, telling you all about the parts, because parts, I think this is boring. So what I will do is I'm going to actually leave a link in the description of the video where you can go and check out all the parts that I'm using in this build in the description below. So if you want to check out what the parts exactly are, everything in the description below. But quite exciting parts. For example, the SSD is the world's fastest SSD or single SSD you can have, so this is quite exciting. Also, I can see there's chat over there, but the only thing I want to mention here is I'm gonna mostly focus on the build, and I only try to answer the super chats that are over there, just because otherwise I'll spend all the time on the comments. So if someone has anything very important, you can send a super chat and I'll try to answer them, but the rest of the comments, I can see you all there. Thanks guys for tuning in. You can have a chat there. Aaron's modding the chat over there as well. But on the super chats, I will be answering on this over here. By the way, hit that like button if you haven't already. I can see 14 likes over there. 17 people are watching this, so 3 of you haven't hit that like button at the moment. So feel free to hit that like button. We're going to start this build soon. But what is this PC good at? Now, let me kind of tell you the creator's perspective first. Because, if you are looking to build a PC, you want to know how good is this PC that we're going to build in the creator's perspective. So first of all, it's got a lot of graphics card power and graphics rendering power. Now, the CPU is mostly single core threaded, so every single threaded task that you might have, for example, Photoshop, it is absolutely top of the world, as good as it can get. So, the best CPU for Photoshop, basically within 1%, what you can get, the 5950X is just a bit better, but it's less than 1%, so there's no point of going with 5950X Ryzen 9 if you want to go with Photoshop. So this is one of the best processors you can get for Photoshop. It is very good for Lightroom, so if you do any active task like scrolling between photos and things like that, this is the best you can get. It's better than Intel and better than 3000 series Ryzen processors, so right up there. But if you consider also the exporting score of the Lightroom photos, then the Threadrippers are scoring much better in that area. It's fantastic in After Effects. It's the top 3 processor for After Effects. It's right up there, but it is better on After Effects than any Intel and AMD, including Threadripper. So there's only 5950X and 5900X that are better. So if you want something like a good right up there thing for After Effects, then this is the processor. It's solid for Premiere Pro, but it's not there because Premiere Pro likes to use a lot of cores and threads. So because this processor only has 8, it is quite alright over there, but Threadrippers and Ryzen, some of them are better, like the Ryzen 3900X will be better. But it is better than 10900K Intel if you're asking that. For DaVinci Resolve, we have it's better than any Intel that you can get. So even the 18 cores of Intel, like 10980 XE processors, it is better at DaVinci Resolve, which is just crazy, less than half the price. So it's very amazing in that. But you know, it's lower than 3900X for DaVinci Resolve. And the last thing is, it is the best CPU for Agisoft Metashape. So if you want to do any of the maps thing, then it is absolutely fantastic. So with no further ado, let us start this thing. Joel Perry is saying, your lighting in this video looks clutch. Yeah. Do you like my links in the description part? And that over there. But let's start this then. Okay. Maybe it looks slightly too much on the... Let's turn it down a little bit. That's a bit better. So we're going to start with the motherboard. So, and we're going to need the power supply, and we need the processor and this. Okay, I always like to start with the power supply because we want to earth ourselves. Now, it's not like nothing majorly big, but there is a little trick how you can earth yourselves for any static electricity you might have. So we're going to be using this over here. Okay, I know it's semi-modular, but as you can see in a moment, it doesn't actually matter, and you can save some money by going semi-modular over completely modular. If you have any PSU extension cables, PSU extension cables, then there's no point in going with completely modular power supply because you're going to use them anyway. So plug the power supply in, turn it on. So now if you touch it, you're going to be earthed, so there shouldn't be any static electricity going on. So this is the processor. Let's pull this out. Sorry, this is the motherboard. Let's have a look. What else do we need from here? There's a nice little bag from like all the cables and things, so we're going to take this outside. I think the rest of the things we can leave inside. So maybe now you can use like the closer up when I'm doing these. So from the motherboard, we're going to be needing this. Take it off, put it on top of the box, because then it's nicely kind of covered. It looks like it's come from the factory, but it looks like there's something on. I don't know if you can get a real close-up over here on this part over here. It looks like something's been sprayed on it to get like real close-up. There we go. Okay, see even closer. There is a, whoa, right up there. Can you see? It looks like something's been sprayed over there. Yeah, you can see it now. Look at that. It's like something's been sprayed over the motherboard. So I don't know what that is, but hopefully that shouldn't be a problem. I don't think it is. Who knows what this comes from the factory. Maybe there's some kind of alcohol that they used to clean it. It was sprayed over. We're going to be installing the processor first. Pardon me, just had lunch. There is the processor. The rest of the box is completely empty. Now, if you are wondering how do you install the processor, then first of all, be careful when you're going to open this packet, because it kind of flops open and you don't want your processor to fall out or bend any pins from the back. So gently open this. And then inside here on the motherboard, we have the socket. You can open the socket by this little lever on the side. You can turn the brightness up a little bit. That's it, a bit more. There we go. And then we can put this into the socket. There's a little corner on this top corner on this side. And then, let me see if I can do it this way. Yeah, go on. There we go. So top corner over there, you can see there is a little arrow. And then we have the same on the processor. One corner over here has the arrow, so the arrows line up. By the way, it's so much easier with Ryzen than Intel systems. Intel systems feel very fragile because you've got lots of very fragile pins. Ryzen seems to be easier. That's it. Processor installed. Let's put this back in the packet. Okay. And then we need our iFixit kit. Okay. Have a look over here. We're going to take a screwdriver because we need this top M.2 slot open. Let's use number 2. iFixit kit in the description below if you want to check it out. Absolutely fantastic piece of tool kit. If you're doing any small electronics or any PC builds, there's nothing better than iFixit kit. So we're going to open these. There's already a standoff installed over here, which is very, very good. But now let's open this SSD. This, my friends, is the world's fastest PCIe 4.0 drive. This is faster than the Sabrent Rocket 4.0. This is Sabrent Rocket 4 Plus, which means we have up to 7,000 megabytes per second read and write speeds. That is 7 gigabytes per second. I'm saying gigabytes and not gigabits because that is right. Gigabytes per second. That is absolutely crazy. So just pop it in there, push it in. That's it. It didn't do like a click this time, but that's fine. As you can see, our slot over here, or the standoff, is in the right place. So now we just need a screw, which should be in this motherboard box. So we're gonna see what's in the motherboard box. See, M.2 screws. Boom. That's one that we need. I'll leave the rest of the things inside for now. Actually, I'll put them on the side because we might need them. Okay, M.2 screw. Let's pull that out. Okay, let's screw that in. World's fastest SSD, my friends. It's nice that the standoff is already applied over there as well. The motherboard is X570 AMD motherboard, and it has, whoa, don't do that. Almost lost the screw there. It is X570 motherboard, so you're going to get the best chipset for your money. Well, not for your money, just best chipset for AMD. So, where on earth is that? Ah, that screws in. That's clever. It screws in. It screws in like on the top of this slot over there. So this M.2 slot actually has the screw hole over there because I thought, it's going to have to go over there. But it's not. This is hopefully going to be the peg over here. But there is a thermal paste on the other side, or thermal pad. So we're going to undo this little film. Now turn it the other way. Make sure it's the right way. We're going to slot in. There we go. Let's put this back. Touch the power supply with ourselves. Okay, and our M.2 or the OS drive has been installed. Now, the next thing you usually go for is RAM, but in our case I'm going to go actually a little bit unconventional method because we're going to be installing quite a beefy AIO on this one, which also means that there's some fan configuration to do, and I'd prefer to install the AIO, or the actually CPU cooler, to this before we're going to actually put it in the case. So we're going to have a bit of a sloppy, putting one, the motherboard and the AIO at the same time in. But it's going to be better than doing it like vertically in there, I think. So we're going to do that. Next up, we're gonna have to pull out, we're gonna put the motherboard on the side for a second here. And that's rubbish. And we're gonna pick up our, okay, our case here, because, all right, we need to rip this case apart. Let's take the glass panel off. Okay. Then on the other side, this is pretty cool. Check this out. So there's like a little button on this side on the back. When you flip that, the panel just literally pops open. So I'm going to put that on the side here as well. Then the top, or the front, sorry, comes off when you pull it from the bottom. It's quite strong. Oh, there we go. I hate when they build them like that, but it's fine. That's how it works. Then the top comes off the same way. Okay. The top panel off. This, by the way, is the NZXT H710i. So definitely worth checking this case out. It's a massive. If you do any liquid cooling or things like that, this is quite an awesome case. But from the top over here, we want to take, okay, I'll leave these in there for now. This is the case instructions. I'll put them in the back. We want this top like bracket here to be screwed off. So there's little thumb screws over here. If they're already too tight, then use a screwdriver. For me, they are not, so I can just take it off, because our AIO is going to go on here. Let me just double check which side is which. Okay, the holes is in the back. These two holes. The back frame has holes in the back. So just so I know which way it's going to go back, so I'm not going to mount the AIO backwards on here. Okay, 4 screws off. If you're wondering where to put them, then our iFixit case has a magnetic thing on the bottom. You can put them in the bottom over there, and then put the case back. There we go. Now they stay safe in there. So then the top frame here, this comes off, and that is what we need. The rest of the case we're going to put on the side for now. Okay. Then we're going to take up our AIO, which is NZXT Kraken X73. It's quite a rare model because, as you can see from here, there's RGB fans on the actual AIO. Usually they are black, but not in this case. There's no instructions on here. You get this card, scan the QR code, and then that's going to bring it up on your phone on the internet. So let's have a look. What do we have over here? We've got these fans. We've got some cables. The mounting rack. Some more cables over here. No, I'm going to put the motherboard cables back in here, just so I'm not confusing which cables are from where. Makes it a bit easier for me. Okay, the M.2, we're going to put them in the back over there. Then let's pull this. There's the rad. Whoa. Okay. So, I'm going to pull this out. Okay, you have this thermal paste over there. Let's have a look what it looks like. Looks good. So I'm not gonna redo it. Just, I always like to check it, because sometimes with transport and things, you might have some dust or like a piece of sand grain inside there, which is not going to create the great connection on your CPU So that's that. Do you know what? I still don't trust it. Do we have any tissues here? Any toilet paper? Any tissues? Can you see any tissues over there?
Some baby wipes.
No, it needs to be dry. Have a look in the first drawer on the left, if there's any in there. See, that's what I should have prepared. Let me have a look. No. Is there any toilet roll left over there? No, anywhere.
No.
Nope. Okay. So we're gonna keep it at that. We're gonna keep it at that. Let's have a look if I do have any. Oh, actually. Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice one of my microfiber cloths, and I'm still gonna actually wipe this clean on the bottom over there, because I just want to do it a little bit on my own, because I know I can do it better. So I'm just gonna wipe it off. That looks very, very dry and thick, so who knows how well this is going to be doing on the CPU. Could you give me some of that Amazon paper first from there?
This one.
Yeah, I'll take, just like rip a piece out. That's it. I'll get like the big excess off from this paper. See, we're gonna have to adjust some things live. So I'm just gonna get the first excess off with just some paper over here. This looks like an old thermal paste. Feels like it's already gone dry a bit. It's very like thick. Okay, so there we go. Let me just take it all off as much as I can. I'll use this as bin. We're going to add our own thermal pastes. Just use a piece of paper, trying to polish it up on the bottom over there as much as you can. Okay, there we go. It's all cleaned up. I just use my microfiber cloth here as well. Okay, that is all cleaned up now, and then we can put some of our own thermal paste on. I've got some Noctua thermal paste over there. But first of all, I need to figure out the actual mounting mechanism for the AIO, because I want to attach it to the motherboard before I want to do anything else. So this is slightly new. We have AM4, that is our socket. These are the screws for our fans, so we need them. And these are, okay, these are the ones that we're going to be plugging into there. So let's have a look. What do we have? All right, so is that AM4 then? I think we have to put the repacket on. I'm going to use my phone to scan the QR code and double check this. Always good to double check if you don't know how this is going to go. So NZXT QR code, where is it? So let me put that on the side. We have the X73, select language English, download. This is the back bracket, so I think I'm going to have to, like if I would guess it, I would have to put the back bracket on there, on the motherboard, and then use, in the back of it, take these off, put that in there. Use the AM4 standoffs on top of the bracket on the front of this, and then there is going to be probably, I might have to change one of these, but that doesn't look like it is going to be. Okay, so that's the right one. So just have to look. No, this is the right one. This looks like the Intel back bracket, so that looks fine. So I could probably, you know, make it up or figure it out, but I just want to double check what I'm doing. Let me just see them. Intel back bracket, yes. Pre-installed. Okay, perfect. So now I know what I'm doing. So this bracket over here that is installed on the AIO is the Intel back bracket. So the easy way how you can change that is you just put the bracket that you have over here on top of the screws over here, as you can see. You'll see that these screws line up and these won't, because they're like different. Intel one is more of a square, whereas AMD back bracket is more like a rectangular type of thing. So it just should come off when you just twist it like anti-clockwise, and then we're gonna put this one back the same way. Boom, boom. That is easy. That was super easy, wasn't it? Okay. Next up, we're gonna take off our. Okay, now I know how this goes there. I want to put the. It goes over there. Yes. So I want to put the fans on first. So this will be it over here. So I'm going to put this. Do you know what? I'm going to have to put this other back bracket on for a second, just because I want to put this protection unit on, but that only works with Intel one. Okay. Oh, I've got some thermal paste on my finger. That's the problem. Wipe it on your fingers. Okay. So now we're gonna do the fans first. There is 3 120mm fans. They all have RGB as well as, you know, the fan cable. These are quite good fans. I think they AER2 if I'm not mistaken. But basically, how this works is when the front of the fan, the air pushes back down like to the ugly or backside. So what we want to do is plug them in over here, like that on the top. They all just have their holes. But if you're wondering which way do the like cables you should put, then just because we know that this is going to go on top of our case over there, and this mounts onto our CPU like that. So what we want to do is we want to just, you know, put the cables that they come in the back of the case, over there. So I'm going to turn this back. So basically the cable should be on my side, because when I'm putting it up there, then the cables go backwards. So here, and then here is these screws for the AIO. Just double check which ones are there. Yep, so just the long ones. I think there is, yeah, there's only long and short ones. Do I need to use washers as well? Most likely. Yeah. So use washers as well. Yeah. So they all have to use washers and the screws. So we're going to start to plug them in over there. Use a Phillips or Posi 2 drill bit for this. I'm just going to do these corners, just slowly putting them in. This is okay. Everybody who's watching this, if you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. It actually makes a difference. I can see 42 people are watching this. Okay, like button, hit that like button. There we go. We're just screwing it all in here. I'm gonna put the diagonals in, but then keep going with the rest of the fans, so that if I need to, you know, move them slightly to get them into the hole, I'm not like undoing 7 screws. 4 screws, okay. There we go. Hello, Dennis, Sega. I can see you in the chat over there. Yes, Sega. The 3900X will be fine with the stock cooler. Absolutely. There's a reason they put it in the box. It's fine. Although Ryzen 5s, the different cooler, that is not very good. It likes to run the processor very hot, but not in this case. By the way, how does the quality sound like? I'm not sure. Am I streaming in 4K? Is that right? Can someone tell me in the comments? Is that 4K streaming right now? I think it should be. I'm not sure how well does it look like. Look over there. Okay, looks like we're all in now. Just tightening these cables up. Hi, Dennis. The good thing is this rad has a design that even if your screws are over tightened, they're not actually pushing into the pipes. They're pushing into the fins, so you're not actually going to wreck your rad if you're going to miss, you know, put like another screw in, which, you know, I don't recommend you to do, but if you do, then, you know, it's all right. Yes, it's 4K. How does 4K look like? I know there's a little bit of a lag how I'm seeing like your footage, like the comments and this live, but yeah. Hi Reggie, hi Thomas. A little bit too much light. Is it on the main angle? Okay, I might have to turn it down. No, you're fine. I think it's my angle over there. What's the ISO on that camera?
400.
Oh, yeah, you can turn it down like it's the same way. That's it. Leave it to, yeah, that's 250, is it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, Dennis, which one is not focused? Is it the main angle not focused or the side angle not focused? Yes, main angle. Okay. Is the focus all right on the main angle? Should be all right. If you double tap in and then press the OK button in the center of the, you should be able to zoom in. Double tap on the, do you know what I mean? Double tap on the screen, and then that square you can move around on the screen and then do that. Main angle says it's not focused. It should be. Maybe it's just.
This one?
No, this one. Okay, and then now when you press OK on the.
Yeah, it's alright.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Maybe it could be like the stream quality. Let's see if I can adjust that, put it a bit higher. Okay, see if that's any better. Okay, we're dropping some frames now. Let me put this back. Just turn this off. How's that? Is that any better, guys? Okay, so our rads are done now. Well, almost done. Where is our in and out cables? So in and out. So basically, if I'm gonna show you this way, look over here. On the top here, there is, I'm gonna change it to this angle. That's a bit better. So check this out. In here there is in and out, in and out, in and out. So we need to connect them because later on we'll be using some, you know, the CAM software, so they all will work together. So basically, because I don't know which way I'm going to put it, I think it's going to have to go in from this side. So, but we know that all of these will be connected. We're going to use these. It's very easy. These little cables that come in the AIO box, they're labeled which one should be going in and which one out. So just use these cables to connect them. There we go. Is that in? Yeah, that looks in. And then another one. That's in over here. Then that. Where do you live? Says Gale. I live in the northeast of UK. So this is in the UK. By the way, this was absolute luck that we found all of these things in stock, because obviously you know what the stock problem is. Yeah, it was very lucky that we all found them in stock to actually make this build. But the cool thing is all of this build will be red and black. If you haven't got the theme yet, it will be red and black. So we're going to take our AMD back bracket or the stock cooler mounts off over here. There you go, so you can see a bit better. Okay, take these off. Okay. Let's put these in the back over here because I'm not gonna need them. Then double checking that I'm doing it right. Yep. AMD. Perfect. So then you've got one like packet from the AIO that says AM4 on it. You can see there, AM4. So what we're going to do is take this out, and then these 4 screws will go on top of the already back bracket that's on the motherboard. So you can just screw them in from the side. Okay, there is another little bit that basically the way you put them on is the little like washer or screw thing that's on the other side. So basically that goes down, okay, and then the stick goes up, and you'll notice the difference because if you put them the other way, like I did now, like it was a little bit wrong, the the screw just won't screw in because the top thread is a little bit thinner than what you need for the sockets, so it's just going to keep over threading and it won't tighten up. And I was like, so now I know it's on the other side, so just tighten them up with your hands. That is good enough, as much as they go with your fingers. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and then now our AIO, let's put back the old bracket. This is the Intel bracket off, and then AMD bracket on. Okay, so it looks straight from, you know, the tubes come here and then it goes straight over there. So I want the tubes to be on the RAM side, so it will kind of go down like this. Okay, well, it looks like I'm gonna have to put tubes down because that's how the socket looks like. Actually, I can put the socket the other way as well, and I can put it, yeah, okay. Let's see if we can put the socket, yeah, look, you can move the socket round so you can have the tubes whichever way you want. Look at that. So now it's the other way. It's gonna go in there and then we'll screw it in like that. But before we're gonna do that, thermal paste, guys. Where is it? Where did I put it? There it is. We're gonna be using Noctua thermal paste over here. So how this works is, just put a little blob in the middle over here. Just like a little pea-size one. Basically, you don't need to worry if you put too much on, because that doesn't actually matter, because I know this thermal paste is non-conductive thermal paste, which means that even if I get it all over the place and absolutely mess it up, nothing's going to change. It won't actually hurt the system. So now I just want to make sure that I have these. There we go. There's the other packet that has the actual tightening screws for the AIO on. So let me take 4 of these up. They're just like massive thumb screw knobs that you want to get. Okay. So these, we're going to be screwing them in. So I'll put them on the side here. Let me see that you can see it all nice and well. How are we going to do this? These on the side. The reason I want the tubes on this RAM side is because I know the cables are going to be here, and then I want to route the cables. It's the nicest cable management way if I go up here and then from the back of the motherboard this way. So let's now slot it in. Okay, it is already on top of the cooler over there, on touching the CPU, and let's start tightening it up. So just, it's tight. I do always diagonals first. Try not to drop these on the motherboard. You want to do the diagonals. Okay, that's tight-ish, because that's the best way of tightening down the cooler, which means the thermal paste will be equally spreaded across. Okay, and now let's just tighten them diagonally. They're massive thumb screws, so it's really nice to just tighten them with hand. It actually works real great. So there we go. This needs a bit more diagonals. Okay. There we go. You can just use your thumb. You don't need to actually use the screwdriver, because if you use screwdriver, you might put too much pressure on the socket And if it doesn't post or you get like a CPU error, just undo them a little bit, then it will turn on. I have once done it where it's too much pressure on the actual board, but that looks fine. It's really nice and big thumb screws. I've had deep cool AIO before, and they're a bit smaller, so you need to kind of use your screwdriver a little bit, but this is much better. Okay, this is all installed now. Now we want to put this into the case. Okay, Dennis is saying which PSU you put in on this build. Everything is linked in the description if you want to check out, guys. So feel free to check out the links, what I'm using, all the parts, everything will be linked in the description below. Okay, where's my thermal paste? Let's put that away. Now we need the case. I'm gonna I have to clean up a little bit now here. Yavuz, hello Yavuz. Nice to see you over there. Nice to join in on the chat. If you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. It massively makes a difference. Tritonami says, I think you have it the wrong way around. The fans will be the opposite side. No, actually this rad will be, I'll show you in a moment. It will go underneath it. It will attach to the bottom of the rad, and then I'm going to have 3 more fans that I'm going to get from the front of the case, and they will be from the front and they will be facing upwards. So I'm going to have a push and pull configuration, so it will be fine because they will be pushing the air up, and then there's another side on the other side that will be pushing the air, like pulling the air through. Oh, let's not lose any washers. Okay, I'll put that on the side there for now. These will be for the AIO, 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 AIO. Okay, I think we're getting there. So, what we want to do next, how does this main angle look now, guys? Does that look a little bit better? You know, a bit less light? Looks all right. Okay, I can see that the table is a little bit less. Maybe put one push up of the ISO. There we go. A little bit brighter. I think that's a little bit better because you see a little bit more into the shadows. I'm going to put this into the case now. That is going to be a little bit tricky. So let's move this onto the side. I did it vertically or horizontally like this because I knew that you're going to get the best like way of putting down the CPU onto the CPU. So I know that like the thermal paste and stuff is not going to be like all over the place. You could do it vertically as well, but do you know what? I prefer not to. So let me have a look if there's the right standoffs pre-installed. Okay, over there, yes, there is some that, this case, where are these going? Okay, just gonna pull them tight on the other side so they're not messing up over here. All right, so while we are at it, let's do another few things. Yeah, so I know that this case fan is going to come off because that is rated quite a bad fan, quite loud, and do you know what, we're going to replace it with the AER fan, which is, you know, 140mm RGB fan. I'm going to take these off. Later on, put another one in there. The cool thing is that the back fan is 140mm as well. Okay, let's take this on. Nicholas is saying hola, 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 hola. Okay, let's have a look. Where does this go in? pull this out from the other side so you can see. Okay, there is our fan. There it is. Okay, let's pull this fan out, put it over there. Now, let's put the motherboard in. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's the nub in. That's very good. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's do it this side. So you can see what is going on. I'm gonna see if I can keep it over there. I'm gonna take these SSD trays off over here. Because we're not going to be using them and I don't want them to be in the way. Okay, motherboard goes there. Let's see how we can do it. Fan screws on the bottom over there. Alrighty. Oh, I need some motherboard screws, which are in the back of the case. Good job, I remembered. So, which ones are the motherboard screws now? Yankee Doodles, there's a lot of screws. My guess is it's these 6-32 screws. And if you want to make sure before you're going to do the build, because that will be the best way, you just try to screw one into the standoff. Yep, they're the ones. These are the ones. We'll leave the rest by the side for now. This, push it up now because we want to see inside. That's it. A little bit down. So, our motherboard. Okay. Alright, the good thing is the AIO shield is already installed, which means that it's just gonna slot in there. Is it gonna go? Oh, no, it's not gonna go. Yeah, it's gonna go like that. Alrighty, let's see, where is... this nubbin. Yeah. Should go in straight away. So let's have a look. There we go. Okay. Let's get these screws in. That little middle nubbin standoff that's behind the M.2. Come on, you can do it one-handed. There we go. There we go. One screw in. That will hold. That nubbin just didn't want to go in properly, but now it did, so that is fine. These tubes, they're all right. Finally got to see some good content, Shulaf is saying. But NZXT case is just boring, sorry to say. And to be honest, this one is not as boring as the H5 1011. I think this has some quite interesting things in it. Okay, so I've got most of them in now. The thing I want to do now is actually push the AIO through to the top, or to the top, like that. So basically, it's gonna appear in there, like that. If you know what I mean. There's gonna be. This is gonna be over there like that. The tubes are going to go underneath that shroud. They're going to go over there. And then now, the thing is, I can nicely rest the AIO on the top over here, like that. So it's not, you know, linked up over there. But what we want to do now is I'm going to pull these fans off, because we're going to install this bracket that will go on top over there like that, and then the fans on the other side will go there as well. So let's see what we can do. Where is our AIO? No, yeah, AIO screws. Oh no, that's the problem, you see. Let's see. Okay, I might have to do a little bit of an other trick to mount these, but what we're going to do first is get these screws off first. I might have to attach them in a little bit of an angle. Oh, there's a little magnetic strip on the front as well. I might have to adjust them in a little angle, because I only have small screws over here for the fan. I don't think I have long ones that go through it. If I double check the AIO. Yeah, I only have one set of long fan screws that will go through. So what I can do is attach them on the... Can I attach them on the rad? Because I can't screw them down later. Anyway, I might have to get some new screws from the top. There's one thing I might actually forgot. NZXT case designed to be very minimalistic, which I love. Yeah, it is quite minimalistic, which is quite cool actually. And this is going to be quite a nice clean build as well for 1390. It's going to be good. There's a lot of unscrewing here. I wish I had like an electric thing to do this. Electric drill to do this. How are you guys doing? Where are you watching from? If you're watching this live, comment where you're watching from. Alrighty, let's have a look. I'm taking these fronts. Last two screws. Come on. Ah, my hand. Oh, okay. So, all of these fans on there. Okay, let's see. There's quite a good cable management like shrouds on the back over here as well. So later on when we do all the fans and things, that would be nice. Whoa, watching from Sydney. What time is it in Sydney, Jaden? Netherlands. We can see Walid is from Netherlands. So this is all to the cables. There we go. So these three hopefully will go on the top there later on. But for now, I'm going to have to change that. So basically, if you do this build, you're going to need another set of long AIO screws to do a push and pull configuration, because if I put this on the top over here, the problem I'm facing now is that it goes this way. Basically, if I put the fan on the top, I need to screw it through the fan, but the screws aren't long enough. So that is the problem. I could get like a few screws from the bottom and then later replace them, but no. We're just gonna do these, where is, there they are. We're gonna do the small screws to the top. Over here. So these were, okay, fan screws. I'm gonna put them all underneath here. But, okay, small screws with a washer. And then let's screw the AIO in from the top. Okay. Where are my screws? Sydney, midnight at Sydney. Whoa, that's crazy. This is 12 o'clock in the UK at the moment. Germany 2 p.m, Philippines 9 p.m. Whereabouts are you from the Philippines? Reggie? Okay, I'm just gonna do it with 4 screws for now, just in case if I need to adjust it any other way or whatever. So I'm just gonna pull this, push this bracket inside here. Let's see how this is gonna look. Okay, interesting. There is only that much space for the rad on this side. So even though this is shown on the NZXT, you know, that you can use those this way, I am not sure you can use it this way, you see, because these fans are hitting the motherboard, and wait a second, maybe you can if you do it. Ooh, I see. One second, I might be stupid. Let me take the AIO off, because that top bracket might be actually able to be used the other way as well. which means you can flip it around and then you have the clearance for it. So, I mean, if you flip it this way, what's this? Yeah, okay, okay, I see. So basically, if you didn't know, what just happened is that top bracket over there can be used this way or that way, which means you can use them on both side of the case, which is quite a cool thing actually, which means that you can put the fans this way as well. Look, now we have clearance on the motherboard. Alrighty, let me put one screw in and then I can tell you more. Okay, let's see this, and let's put this in as well. Okay, Manila. Okay, in India, 6:33. Ronan is saying, what do you think, how long is it going to take until the hardware market is going to go cheaper again? Who knows? We all wanted to go as fast as possible, but that's, you know, who knows how this is going to go. But actually, yeah, the front, you can't get the fans or the radiator push and pull configuration. You can only have it one way because now this is very close to the top, and which is fine actually. These front fans needed to be changed out to something different anyway, so I'm glad that we did it. But the sad thing is, yeah, that you can't have push and pull configuration, but you know what, it's overkill anyway. But this looks really good. Now let me just put a few more screws in. See, every time you do a PC build, you use different parts and you learn something new. There's a few things are the same, but kind of have to use a little bit of logic, and then it all just kind of makes sense, and you learn new things. Best processor for 10,000 pesos. What is it? Philippines pesos? From the Philippines. I don't know Philippines prices, Joshua.
What, £50 is like 5,000 and a half pesos.
So £50 is 5,000 and a half, so it's about 100 quid for 10,000 pesos. You're probably gonna get, I don't know, Ryzen 3300X or 33100X, something like that. What's the best processor for 10,000 pesos?
10,000 pesos.
So now the, you know, thumb screws that go on the top again. So we're gonna use these, to remember, them that I put underneath this. Let's put them back in there. Actually, I'm not gonna put them all in because I might need to take some of them out yet, because we have to do some of the fans and things. So let me just put two on the top panel, so it's not just flying off, it's held still. But okay, let's see, is that, how's this going? Yeah, we can move the AIO here and there a little bit. Might push it back a little bit later, but we'll leave it like that for now. AIO screws, and put them in there. Okay, I have that case. Cool. Welcome, Aki, who just joined. Next off, what we want to do is, which one do we want to do first? There is some cables to do for all of these fans behind. So I'm just going to push all of these cables behind there. But we're going to do, what we're going to do next? We're going to do, okay, let's do the fans then next. All right, we're going to be using these Corsair AF 120mm fans now for the front of the case. Now, these, because this is red and black build, these are actually configured that they're constantly red. So they don't, they're not like RGB that you can change them, but they are constantly red. And in a way, it's like, okay, you know, whatever. But at the same time, you're never going to have a problem that when you turn the PC on, you're going to have to wait for your OS to load up before you can change the colors. They're constantly going to be red, and then the rest of the things can be changed. I think it's just going to add a really nice red glow for this PC build. Oh, come on. Oh. How does that case work for you, Aki? And then we have this. Okay, let's put these screws on the side. Okay, so these fans are going to go from to the front, down there, like that. So here they are. Let's put these back there. They should be better fans as well than the case fans. So let's start. This. This new minimalistic case from Deep Cool. That's called Mac Cube with ATX and M-ATX version. I want to swap my case with that is because it can support radiator on top and NZXT doesn't. Yes, none of the smaller NZXT cases can support the top radiator, only the front radiator, whereas this H710i, which this is called, will support like the top radiator as well. So that's what we've gone there. It's quite a beefy radiator. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Siron saying, can't wait to see it finished. Yeah, me neither. This is going to be absolutely mint, like glowing red in there. There's little LED strips over here inside the case already as well. Plus the NZXT AER RGB fans are going to be very nice as well, because you can configure them on the software there, but that's going to be really good, yeah. Oh, I could have put them on the other side as well. Do I want to put them on the other side? No, I'll leave them on this side. It was necessary to install 5950X in the PC. I wish it was. I wish we had it. 5950X is an absolute beast of a processor, but it is very expensive as well. And for the purpose who this PC is going for, whose build I'm doing, they will be using this for only gaming, by the way, which is not what I'm usually doing, but you know what, because it's lockdown and everyone likes to see PC builds, I thought, why not? And why we went with this instead of Intel 10900K, for example, is because this 5800X is cheaper and performs maybe equally or 1% better than the 10900K on the titles he was looking at. So that's the point here. Okay, come on, let's get these screws in. Two more. Is anybody watching this from work while they're working? Wow, there's 1,740 people have clicked on this video already. That's pretty cool. And there's 72 people watching it right now. Hello everybody. If you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. It actually makes a difference. Subscribe if you haven't already, because, you know, why not? Look, all the fans from the front are done. Okay, you have these cables from the front. There we go. Next up, our NZXT fan over here. This is a AER RGB 2. So 140mm, that is going to go in the back of the case. Okay, let's have a look. These are some of the NZXT cables that we probably gonna need. This, let me put that on the floor there. That's there. So this is gonna go. Look at that. Hey, that should be. What's going on in here? Oh, it's snapped. Let's see if we can fix that. Well, it's not snapped, it's just loose. So we're going to be installing that in there like that. So then all the cables are going to go from the front. Okay, let me remember now. Which way are they going to go in? Are they going to start? Just so I know. Where is the case instructions again? There we go. All I'm checking right now is that the hub or the smart devices, like which way they're actually being plugged into. Actually, I could figure that out with a cable. Let me see which cable goes into there. Just so that the in and out, sometimes they're a bit confusing, like which way of the line is it working or going, you know? So, okay, that goes there. So it comes out from there and then goes in, comes out from here and then in from the back one. Okay, so we're gonna have to use this one. Basically, it makes sense that the cable comes out, the signal moves from going out from there, and then it goes into the first one, then it goes to the second one, third one, and then from the last one it goes goes in over there. Okay, from here to there. Again, this is going to be a little bit tight squeeze over there, and that's why I put these on the top over here, so I can actually easily get it off if I needed to. This top, let's have a look at this, if you can get a close-up now of this. So these fans over here, that in port over here is, there we go. from that cable. And then that is going to go, there is a hub behind over there, and that is going to go over there. So I'm just gonna keep that dangling over there. You can see over there, I don't know if you can see that, there is a hub over there, and there's only one way it can go in, and it's gonna go in there. Come on, come on. Okay. There we go. So that went in, and then we need another cable to connect from the last fan on that side to the fan on the actual on the back of the case. So what we want to do is pull that up again. Remember the last fan over here? We have out, which is this one here. Okay, that's going to plug in, and then the rest of the cable comes down. Okay, I'm just going to put a few thumb screws back here. Okay, then now in the back over here. And then see that cable that came from the top over there, from that, needs to go in this case, goes in to this one here. So someone is asking here, how would both NZXT and Corsair fans work? The thing is, these Corsair fans aren't RGB, so there's no RGB header in there. They work as normal fans, so basically just non-RGB fans. And you can plug them into just normal either system port on the case or into the fan header on the NZXT cam, and they just work as normal fans like the previous case fans work. But the cool side about this is they will actually glow red when you turn them on, when they've got power. So that's the cool thing. So now this is going to go over here. And I'm just trying to figure out how high do I want to put this. Yeah, I'm gonna want to put it all the way to the top, just because it hides the most of the cables over here and then gets the rest of it out. So now this is gonna go, where are we? Oh yeah, you can see it. This is gonna go through to the back of the case. That is just the fan cable from the back. And there is one of these there as well. You can put it in. Okay, we'll figure that out later. In and out, so all these cables can be hidden on the top. If I push it all the way up, there we go. Okay, we'll do the cable management later. Push it all the way to the back. Okay, let's put the back fan on as well. How, by the way, what do you think about DaVinci Resolve 17? I'm planning to buy the studio version because that's always fits perfectly with gaming PC, considering gaming PC don't need high CPU and always rely on GPU. This is kind of like DaVinci Resolve also relies on CPU, but it just can utilize the GPU a lot more. So even if you have a better CPU on DaVinci Resolve, it will actually make a difference. The thing is, just compared to Premiere Pro, if you have a good graphics card on DaVinci Resolve, it helps you more than if you had a good graphics card on Premiere Pro. It doesn't help you as much because not everything can be utilized on the graphics card. But yeah, go for it. It's good price. How did you get the RTX 3090? Because it's sold out everywhere. To be honest, in the UK here, this was literally just in stock. Went in there, bought it, and there was a few more there when I left. The only question I have is, now I'm just wondering if we were just lucky getting this GPU, which I think we were, because it is out of stock everywhere. So the back fan has been installed now. Push that way, comes out from there. We have nice glow of stuff going on over here. I'm gonna leave all the cables tangling out from the back for now, but we do want to do one thing, which is we want to install the some of the cables for the PSU and PSU extension cables. So, sorry, these cables are on the way. Doing that next now. Guys, is a Ryzen 5 3600 RAM and super good? Yes, absolutely is good. It is definitely good. So we want to get some PSU extension cables now. Over here. Ugh. Welcome everybody. Welcome Itsy, by the way. Itsy Creamy. It's creamy. Ah, I see. It's creamy. So, some cables. Let me have a look. This is going to be, is that CPU or GPU? Sometimes there isn't a difference, but okay. That is the CPU cable because it splits in half from the top. So we need this one. There is these two that are going to be for the GPU. There's one 6-pin as well, so we're not going to use that. This is going to be used over there. And then we've got another one over here where we're going to take... Ooh, come on. And from this, we're gonna get, look at these cables, super nice red. I think this is really like blood red, how these look like. So, and then we need another one of these CPU cables. Now, this is not necessary, right? Like most of this build is not necessary, but this is, why not, right? Let's do it. I will start watching you more. Hi, Itsy. Oh, thanks. Young Noise. Hello, people tuning in. So, what we want to do is we want to put some actual combs on these cables before, and then push it in the back over there. Actually, we might be able to do that later as well, but I might as well do it now. You know, why not? PC build. I do it like I want it. Anyone can do it like they want it. But basically, we're going to use... These are going to go for the GPU later, and these CPU. Yeah, okay. I'm going to put some combs in. There's different way how people like to use combs, like putting the top across, so it kind of... if you look this, I'll show you the how I like to do it. Basically, but I like to put it the other way, so you don't actually see the comb across, but you see the nice tidy cables, if you know what I mean. So what do we have? Okay, this that way. this way. There we go. So I like to have the comb across like that, you know, because now you don't see the comb as much, but you see nice, tidy, straight cables. Some people like it that way, but then this way, I think you're gonna like mix up like the actual line, how the red lines align, and it's quite obvious where the actual tie clip is. So that's why I like it. I like it this way. Hi, what GPU should I buy for my R5 3400G? You already have a GPU built into your processor, so in a way you don't necessarily need a GPU, but you know, obviously the extra power is nice. Ugh, shoot, I installed it the wrong way now. Showed you how to do, so it goes that way and then it folds backwards. So I installed the comb the wrong way. Sorry, guy. Assalamu alaikum. Come on, let's take this off. It's gonna be absolutely gorgeous once it is finished. Sefa, I don't know what you're saying. I really don't. So this goes that way. Okay, and then we'll put it this. Should I put some music in the background? I could put some music in the background. But only they could hear the music, not I could hear the music. Okay, there we go. So now that's going to bend over like that and then go through on the other side. Let's see if we can get a closer up. Yeah, zoom right in the back over there. Do you know what? Let me show you a bit of light over here. Is that better? Slightly better? Maybe a bit better? Over there? Yeah, there we go. So this goes through to the other side. And then we're going to plug our CPU in. The CPU plugs in to the top two ports over there. Okay. Might need another comb over there, or I might not even use the comb. I might use it, yeah, I might use it without the comb. It looks quite nice in there actually. Come on. There we go. There we go. That goes over there, and then let's plug the other one in as well. Now, by the way, this second CPU power is not supposed to be like necessary. It is kind of a like, you can, if you do overclocking obviously, then it's nice to have it over there. But now it's like a 16 pin, kind of just looks beefy over there like that. Look at that. And then we're gonna have them come down on the other side like that. I think it looks really, really good in the back over there. And then we have our motherboard, one over here. But this one, I think, I'm pretty sure I would like to get combed so it will look straight like that. And then we'll go behind there. So yeah, we're gonna comb this one. How's it going? Okay, tell me a game for UHD 600 plus Intel Cerion N4000 laptop. I don't know, online RuneScape? I'm not a gamer, so I don't know really all of these. my suggestion is do a giveaway, and then you will see that your viewers will increase. Yes, absolutely. Everyone likes a giveaway, don't they? But the thing is, I'll have to. I've actually got a few things in the works where I'm at trying to figure out a giveaway and things. So subscribe. Maybe if we hit some kind of milestone, you can be part of it and not miss the giveaway. But yeah. What's a good CPU and GPU for professional color grading in DaVinci Resolve? Now, in a way, anything will work, but there is an upgrade path for the GPU and CPU. I have done the video on the GPU before, so go on my channel, Darus, and you'll see a video on me explaining of the upgrade path of the GPU on DaVinci Resolve. Now, if you have a CPU, are you wondering what's the upgrade path for the CPU for DaVinci Resolve, for color grading and editing and whatever in there, then stay tuned. I've actually filmed the video. It just needs editing at the moment. It's going to come out soon. $3090 is overkill in most cases. The difference between 30... Oh, pants, I did something on the wrong way here. The 3080 and 3090, there is not that much of a difference, but there is a massive difference in the price. So it's gonna go in there, bend around. Okay, let's put another comb in. So that's it. Let's see, okay. So how many of you who are watching right now are actual content creators and do professional work as a content creator, and how many of you are just enthusiasts or gamers or just people who like PC builds? Would be very interesting to know that. For example, Itzy, I can see. Who are you? What are you doing? Okay. Trying to not mix those cables are up. There's 24 cables, so each time we comb them, you have to put them in the right way. By the way, if you're wondering where I'm getting all of these parts, the links for all of this PC build is in the description below if everyone wants to check out. World-class stuff, if that means anything, you know, like the fastest NVMe SSD in the world. Okay, let's see if we can put another one in. Maybe last one. So, Black Lizard says, could you film the process of setting up and recording a video, including your editing workflow and everything you do to make a video? Maybe. Yeah, it is possible if there's people interested in that. There's a multicam. There's 3 cameras usually how I'm filming with. That went the wrong way. And then I'm doing a multicam on Premiere Pro. So in my case, in my workflow, I need as much CPU power as possible, because I've got like 4 cameras recording 4K, and then trying to do the editing later on that. Yo, nice build so far. Tech check. Thank you very much. Tennis J is saying I'm a 3D model artist. That is cool. This is something I wish I was very good at. Itzy is saying is a gamer and content creator. Started 1 week ago. Console player. Getting a PC soon. Reggie is a multimedia artist. There's some gamers there. Got my first PC, 5600X and 3070. That is solid. My 5900X and 32 gigs rig is basically a procrastination station. Yep. We all know how it feels. Okay, look at that. Now these cables look nice and straight. Okay, let's pull that comb a bit closer. Basically. So, this is going to be a little bit interesting. Let's see how we can push it on the other side. And then we want to plug it into the motherboard over there. Okay, yep, okay, it clicked in now. I think this is pretty cool. I know it sticks out quite a bit, but that is also like the feature of this, that you see a lot of the cable and how nice it is. So I'm gonna leave it like that. I just remembered that I never actually finished putting the motherboard screws in because, you know, I plugged it in or something, you know. So I'm gonna go back and put a few more motherboard screws in there. There it is. So I'm gonna just move it to this angle, and then Deirus is color grader and camera operator. That is really cool. Vivek is saying, I'm going to build my first PC soon. I've ordered all the components. Maybe next week I will start building. Thanks for the live PC build. No problem. It's good to do some things live and just kind of have a chat with all you guys. Okay. The red and black theme is awesome. I enjoy the red and black as well. It is very, very cool. And now I haven't showed you the RAM yet. The RAM is going to go in there as well. We're going to have Corsair Vengeance Pro RGB, which is pretty cool as well. And we're going to configure that obviously red. So it's all going to look black and red. Seriously, seriously nice. Okay. So any more screws on the motherboard? Okay, one last one I think over there. Hi from the Caribbean. Whoa. I wish we had your Caribbean weather here in the UK right now. It is seriously depressing weather right now. Come on. Let me see what's going on in here. There we go. Okay, it's warm but windy. Yeah, it is cold and windy in here, so I prefer warm and windy. So, next up, we can probably do the RAM. Then we have almost everything in the system, just like a few configurations to do. So, for RAM, we have Corsair Vengeance Pro over here. It is black and RGB from the top, obviously. Okay. Have a look at these. Just spell my name and smile. Sohel Rahan 560. Aaron is saying, I came back, had to get the bike serviced, and wow. Hello back, Aaron. Check this out, your favorite RGB RAM. 3600 megahertz. and this is C16. Sorry, C18. C18. So how you put the RAM in is you open these slots over there. Let me see if I can show you. I keep this in there. Maybe in there. Maybe get a bit brighter. That's it. Zoom in right in there. So if you have just 2 sticks, basically how you do it, there's 4 slots. Let me see if I can turn it this way. Okay, then you start from the very outside, and then you have 1 and then 2. Is there any RAM sheets here? No. So, but because we have 4, it doesn't really matter where we're going to start, because we're going to fill all the slots of beautiful RAM. This is going to be 32 gigabytes altogether. Does it shine through? No, maybe something about there. Okay. Okay, let's put the RAM in. 2 in. We've already done 2 hours of this live stream. I wish it was faster, but you know what? Sometimes this is the case. Whoa, let's have a look if... Can I go in? Okay, look at this. That is very, very close. The tubes are actually just a little bit touching the RAM, but it's okay. It's not like putting any pressure on, it's touching it. So in ideal world, you know, we might want to put them the other way, but I think this is still going to look the cleanest over there. I could have put the tubes down or tubes up, but I didn't want these cables. I want the cables to go down and hide straight away and then go up from there. So then the cable management will be the smartest that way. Okay, last one of the RAMs. Okay, all RAM is in. Look at that. Whoosh, whoosh. Why not Ryzen 9 for video editing? CPU is even more needed than GPU. Alex, are you meaning this build, or you mean something else that you talk about? I'm not sure. I might have missed what you're commenting there on, but that's that. Okay, what do you have? That one, this in there. We've got that going. Now we need... All right, let's put the RAM on the side. This on the side. Let's have a look. Our motherboard is done, so we can put that back over there. We put the motherboard on the side, touch the power supply. The reason I didn't do the RAM before is because I knew that these tubes would be a little bit awkward to put in after the RAM is in. So that's why I did the AIO in, because I knew I wanted the tubes on this side. So that is really nice over here. The tubes go like that, you know, very, very cool. Might put the tubes like that. I kind of like that. So now it's pretty much cable management now, and then let's see if we can turn this guy on pretty soon. So I'm gonna turn it the other way to see what is going on, so you have a little bit of an idea. We're gonna do the cable management first, and then we're gonna put the GPU in, because we have an actual sag bracket for the GPU, because the GPU is so massive, you'll see that in a moment, that it's just going to sag over here. So we're going to have a little bracket over here for that. So look at this rat's nest on this side now. Okay. What is going on over here? So these are all the top fans. Let me see where's, okay, that as well. 1 second. There is the one more fan cable over here. And that is going to go over there as well. Okay. So, how are we going to cable manage this stuff? So, these are the 3 cables that are from the AIO 3 fans over here. So, if you have them, you know, just separate them too. Actually, it's a bit easier for you to see what is actually going on over here and what cables come out, so you know what on earth are we doing over here. So these will go to the motherboard. Then from the NZXT cam that's on the other side there is like a few things that come out from there, right? So there are 3 cables that come out, and all 3 of them have fan headers attached to them, right? So you have you know, fan splitters. So we're going to use one of them, doesn't matter which one for now, and then we're going to put all of these fans inside the splitters. So make sure just that they're all on one fan splitter. You know, it goes into 3. So we're going to take the other top fan. Doesn't matter which order you put them in, because they're all going to work exactly the same speed or frequency. So now the top 3 fans are in one. So I'm going to separate it for a second. Put it on the top over there, just so I know this is done. Okay, then these are the CPU cables over there, which we're hopefully gonna, you know, tie in down over here. This and this over there. Let's see. Let's tie this up. Did you know that if you have good cable management, it gives you plus 100 megahertz on the processor? It's a joke. It's a joke. It doesn't. It just gives you peace of mind that you've done a good job. Look at that. It's just beautiful though. Okay. What are people saying there? Hello from Portugal, Daniel. Oh, nice to see you. So these are going to go for the power supply. Then there is this one lonely guy over there. And for this one, I am actually going to plug that into... There is another one of these. Actually, also the fan's going to go, 3 of them, they go there. Okay, and then this one, we're going to put... Just gonna want these to go underneath the CPU cables, so it can nicely run along this side. Okay, goes from the middle over there. See, there we go. This cable over here. See if we can. There we go. That goes in there. This, maybe we can hide behind there. There we go. I put a cable tie over there later. But, so this one, let me see if there's any system ports over there. Well, in fact, okay, So we have 3 of these. So just to make it easier, we're going to later do all the fan curves and fan adjustments all on NZXT cam. I'm not going to plug anything onto the motherboard, which kind of would be my preference, but just so it's easier later. It doesn't really matter, but I'm just going to do that. So that back fan speed is actually going to go, or like the fan cable header is going to go through one of these. So that goes there. And then, okay, see, that's gonna go down there like that. And then the last 3 cables, this is all gonna go to the front over there. So let me just plug these in from the front, to a bit of cable management over here. Okay, there we go. Look at all that. Yeah, let's see if we can get it all nicely coming down. Do this first. Oh, do you know what? Let them go from the top. Go on then. Go from the top. Okay, what's this? Oh, that's that RGB cable from there. Just slide them all down here. It's quite nice, these actually all here. That will make your cable management very nice and easy. Let's put that underneath there as well. Okay. Do this here. Okay, it's gonna look pretty good. Now, let's see what can we do with the front fan cables. All of these are actually DC fans. They're not 4-pin, they're 3-pin. Just so you know. Let's see. Okay, we can just go up from there. That is not bad. What RGB in this case then, is Aaron asking. So there is 2 RGB strips inside the case that already come in the case. The RGB is on the fans on the AIO and on the back exhaust fan, and then there is RGB on the RAM. So that's what's RGB. So these fans, you can see there's like little hooks on the back of this case, so you can like put them on the hooks and then run them up like that. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. Put them behind those hooks. Which is kind of meant for only like 1 fan, I think. But we have 3. So let's see how this is gonna go. Pull all of these. I might tie them all together in there. This goes there. Okay. Then I'm going to use these little ties here so they would come together. Needs more RGB. Aaron is saying. Okay, let's put one more over here. Okay, so now we've got these 3 cables over here. Let me pull them tight into there. Okay, very good. So where is our last fan header over here? Okay, that's that one. It's so nice, these shrouds over here. You can literally just, you know, plug it, put it in there, in those, and then it looks so tidy and so clean. I didn't know how much I appreciate these. This is very nice. Okay, look at that. And the last one, we're going to plug them in. Boom, 1. 2. Then 3. You can turn the brightness down a bit. It's on my hands, it's a bit toasty. That's it. Alrighty. Let's see if we can get that. This in there. And then these on this side. Okay. This is go like that. Let's keep these down there. There's massive SSD like storage what you can do over here. There's 2 2.5 SSDs or HDDs that you can put over there. 2 3.5-inch drive like enclosure down there, and then from the front, remember we remove these 2 SSD drives or like drive base things that slide on the top of the like PSU thing on there, and then there's one more on the front over there. So there's quite a lot of SSD space. Oh, I forgot these cables as well. Let's see. Almost forgot them. Okay, need 1 cable tie from the top over there to keep these together. This and then this cable management, we're hopefully gonna just drop down there. Okay, and then these go down there. Okay, last few little things then. First of all, there is, let's start with what we know. What cables do we have? And I'm just going to see where are we going to put them? This will say that, oh no, there is USB 3.0 over there. Okay, so that should go in over there, which is not the nicest thing. but, well, whatever. Let's keep these down there. This cable management and last these things is, I'm gonna put the PSU in now, because then we're gonna see how that's gonna add a few more cables to the thing. So let's do that. So we're gonna undo this back. Rex is saying Technotis has my full attention from Nevada, USA. Oh, say, can you see? Da, 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 da. Long live America. Oh, what did it say? Nice to see you. God bless America. Long live America. Long live America. Oh, that's what we say here in the UK. Long live the Queen. No. God. Long live. Don't we say long live the Queen? No?
God save the Queen.
God save the Queen. Who says long live someone? Nobody. Nobody. Okay. Where is our... Is this for the PSU? Let's have a look. So PSU screws are somewhere as well. Let me just double check. Are these the right screws? Yeah. Okay. The cool thing is we can put the PSU in like from the back, not from the side, which is a big bonus, I think. So let's screw one in. There is 4 screws only to something, so I'm going to use these in the back for the PSU. God save the Ween. Aaron, it's Queen, not Ween. Benji saying, nice spelling, Aaron. Hi, Benji. Rex Peak is saying, we're going to hell in a handbasket with Joe Biden. Oh, what's going on? Obviously. Okay. And our PSU has been mounted to the PSU shroud, or whatever it's called. So we can push these in. But, do you remember I mentioned that there's no point in having modular power supply if you, for example, have PSU extension cables? Because, look, this is the motherboard one over here, 24 pin, and that you're going to use anyway because, you know, every motherboard needs it. So why do you need an extra port for this? And by the way, we had to get whatever was available. So this was like one of the only ones available over here. So let me take out from what we need from the PSU box. Some PSU cables over here. So let's put this on the side. Over here, let's have a look. What do we need? We do need one SATA cable. So is there any SATA? Yep. Okay. So this one SATA cable. It says SATA on it, so it should be quite simple over here. One SATA. Let me put the rest back. By the way, if anybody is wondering what parts I'm using, links in the description below. If you're wondering what PC is. Power supply, go bang. Spaghetti, pasta. People are getting excited there. So this is VGA, which means we have 2 this is for the graphics card. We need 2 of these cables. It says VGA EQ on it, or VGA, what is it, GQ on it. So that's that. So we need 2 of them. And then where is our CPU? There we go. CPU. And then in another pile, there is 2 CPU cables. There we go. 1, 2 CPU cables. Alrighty, we are very close to the end, my friends. Very close to the end. Let's put these back in the box. So, start with CPU cables. You start with the side that doesn't say, okay, it says CPU on both of them. One side splits to half, that goes to the CPU or our PSU extensions. And there's one side that is solid. And then it's very easily labeled over here, as you can see. Let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit. Whoa. That feels broken. Ah. No, it was there was a cable that was on it. But look at this, very easy. CPU 1, CPU 2, and then you can't really go wrong. I'll show you. See, even if you want to plug the wrong side into it, wrong side here that is like goes double, it doesn't actually go in here because it is the wrong way. You can't put it in there, just does not go in. All right, so you can only put it the right way. CPU 1, CPU 2, boom shakalaka. Eco on, and then we have, what's this? This is the VGA, right? Yeah, VGA 1. So there's a lot of VGA ports here. If you want to run 6 graphics cards, you can do that on this power supply. We are only running 1, but that requires, well, you know, if you want to run 3 graphics cards, for example, 3 3090s, you could do that, but you're probably running out from power from this anyway, because they need a bit more than 1000 watts, which this one over here is. So that, and then now last the SATA cable, easily labeled over here. I'm going to put this into the SATA port. Voila. And then now when this is in, you can just slide all those cables inside, or like through the back over here. Eco mode makes this BMW become Toyota Prius. Hi Lowry. Let's have a look at what we're doing here. Trying to get this build done. Okay, there we go. Okay, power supply in, and see, once it's in, you don't know that you have semi-module power supply, because all of it will be hidden anyway. Okay, let's sort this out here now. Let me turn it this way so you know what the heck I'm doing. So this goes there. Let's have a look. What do we have over here? Alrighty, my friends. CPU. Okay, one CPU that goes on this side over here. And then where is the other CPU? There it is. Let's try to make sure they're not like crossing each other. CPU. Both of these CPUs go on this back side over here, and then plug into, doesn't matter which goes to which. but they just need to plug into this PSU extensions. Okay. Probably gonna plug them, tie them in there. Is there any? Oh, there they are. Zip ties. Might do the zip ties later. There is a bot for YouTube. 2 hours is still hasn't finished. Alex, why are you giving me a hard time? Alrighty. This is for the power supply. Sorry, graphics card. That will go later. Graphics card. That's gonna stay later. This motherboard one. Alright, that goes here. It's 24 pin, so you have to kind of put them together. And then you need to plug it in over here. Come on. Come on. Okay, this goes in quite hard. Like goes in easy at first and then turns really hard. Can sound pretty bad. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Try this first. Okay, there we go. Try the 4-pin first, and then okay, there we go. That's better. Finally. Whew! Ouch! My hands. Victoire. We have it in. All right. And then this we can just hide underneath into the shroud of where the hard drives would have gone, but there is nothing there for now, so we can just put it there. SATA cable that comes from the power supply. There is one SATA port over here that needs powering. That comes from the actual, what's it called? NZXT cam. That needs to go to the SATA power port over here. So we're going to do that into the SATA power. Alrighty. Goes in there. Let's put these, hide these in the back over there as well. Push them all down there. Now let's do the smaller cables. Okay, we have HD audio over here. Okay, this cable, basically we're gonna push up from the very back port, so it's gonna be on the bottom. On this over here, so just push it through there so it goes on the other side from that port. We're going to sort it out later. Look, we can plug it in over there, and then we have USB. That's USB 2.0 that comes from there, and let me double check. Where is the port from the motherboard again? Yeah, that goes here, so you can put that exactly the same way up where the HD audio went. They both come from the, one comes from the case panel, one comes from the NZXT cam. We just put them on that side. Then let's see what else comes from here. This is front panel audio. Sorry, front panel connections. So that goes. Where's the front panel on this motherboard? Yep, that goes from the side over here. So basically, what you need to do is we're going to put this underneath the 24-pin motherboard cable. Just push it underneath there, and then just leave it to the other side, because it comes over there. I like that NZXT like puts their front panel connections, like power LEDs and all them, into one slot, so you don't have like 8 separate cables or however is there. So now this is the USB-C front panel connection, and that goes underneath there. So that should go through underneath, like on this side of the motherboard port. There's like a slot in there. You'll see on the other side once we go there, but it should turn over there. But do you know what? I'm just gonna push it underneath this cable, because just trying to, because it's a little bit short where we usually it's like on this side of the motherboard, but this is on the bottom, so we need a little bit more length to it than usual. Let's put it underneath. Okay, I'm hoping this will be enough length. Yeah, it should be enough. It needs to go underneath everything here. There we go. This is going to be very tight in there. Let me see if there is any other. Okay, let's see if we can. So the USB-C port, let's see if we can get that guy out actually. And so I'm just making sure that it all fits somewhere. Okay, you can follow along. Who would be interested in making that type of build for yourself, by the way? Is there anybody who's thinking about building this for themselves? Okay, let's push it down there. Okay, where are we? There we go. So the USB-C cable has to go through where the 24-pin power cable is. Okay, there we go. And then we can put it in over there. That goes in. Okay. Let's tighten that up, back up. That goes there. And now the USB-C cable, this kind of has to come out from this side as well. But let's see if we can put it there like that. Well, okay, anyway, maybe not. There we go, they can go there. That just goes. Okay. Just gonna push it through so we can do this on the other side. Okay. These came out. This is the last little annoying bits. Screw with confidence. The Verge. Someone says there. Ayhan. So let's turn this upside down now. I know we're sitting a little bit on the cables, but don't you worry. Don't you worry. So let me get this up like that. So, okay, that's good. So now we're not on the top of the cables. They're all lying up like that. Let's see. Can you see now what's going on? So we have a few cables. Do you remember we put the HD audio out from the bottom there? So that is going to go on the bottom of the motherboard over there. Let me see if I can get a bit more light going over here for you. Okay, so that is going to go in the bottom, very bottom corner over there. There is one pin missing, like upper right, so make sure you put it the right way. Goes in like that. Perfecto. Then we have USB over here, and that is going to go in here. You can see there's USB, it says USB over there. It's pretty simple. There's one port that is like dead, or like there's nothing in, so make sure you know where this is. Exactly the same on the motherboard. There we go, in there. Then we have front panel connection, and then we have USB-C. Now the USB-C has like a little connector on there, so it needs to go down there. Okay, so just do your best what you need to do in order to get it in. Let me figure out which way does it go. Does it go this way? Does it go that way? Yep. There we go. The USB-C cable is like one of the most fragile ones, so make sure like after you're done with it, you can you just don't have any tension on it, because if you pull a little bit tension on this side over there, then it just pulls it out, and that is not good. And then the front panel goes over here. It says F panel on it. It goes on the side, JFP1. Just literally sides in there. Make sure that your pins are lined up. There's one that doesn't have a pin plugged in. That's over there. Then we'll pull the cables tight later on that side. But then there is USB 3.0 on this side, on the bottom over there. As you can see, it's just behind this 24 pin over here. So we'll see if we can plug that in over there. Or is that? That is USB 3.0 on the bottom over there as well. So we might use that port over there because that is much easier. So that USB 3.0 is going to come out from the bottom over there, and then we're going to plug it into that port on the side over there. So 2 seconds. I'm going to plug it from this side. And then that goes all the way down from there. Then out from the bottom. There we go, there it is. Okay, let me put it back down so you can see what the heck I'm doing. So, where are we? This way. So as you can see, it's come out now from the bottom. This is bottom. Might be a little bit disorienting for you guys. And then it goes underneath there. There's like a little lip over here. Make sure that goes up. So we're going to put it there like that. be very, very careful with this cable, because I have easily pushed some pins out of the socket location, so it could be a nightmare. So, but there you go, boom, boom shakalaka. It's all done on this side. All the cables. Very nice, guys. We are very, very close to doing the first posts of this, so let's have a look if we're gonna get that. Okay, graphics card. Let's put the graphics card in, guys. Last little bit, and then we are done. Let me turn it this way. So now we can push these cables through on the other side a little bit. Make sure it's all tidy and nice. Okay, let's pull this off from the motherboard, because look, can you see that? It's off now. Anything else? Any other seals? Anything on the motherboard? Nope.
Oh, that one.
Oh yeah, this one. We'll leave that last. Ooh, that's nice over there. It's okay. So that's there. CPU fan, CPU pump. Oh, dudes, I completely forgot, guys. Why did no one remind me of that? I haven't plugged in my AIO. So that would have not worked, because we have no like pump connected, nothing connected, blah, blah, blah. So there is two cables that come from the AIO socket. One of them has micro USB, and then this is USB like 2.0 or USB header, so that will go on the bottom over there. So that's that. And then we have another cable that has a few things in, like the RGB controller and rest of these things like that. So because that goes out from that, so that RGB controller should go to the NZXT cam. So where is it? Oh yeah, there we go. This way. This is how it goes. Alrighty. Okay, so there is this power cable over there. Wait a second, I'm a bit confused now. This cannot go over there. Is this going to... yeah, that's going to there. Okay, I might have to figure out some RGB things later, because this should go into the side of this NZXT cam that's over there as well. And let me see if... does it? No, where the heck does this go? Is this for the... I'll have to look into that. Where does this cable go? Because that is the fun... okay, that goes there. That goes that. Is it NZXT RGB? Anyway, we're going to look at that in a moment. But this... there is two ports on the AIO over there. Turns on PC without cooling. Okay, let's put these in the back over there. I want to see what the heck I'm doing. A little bit. Okay, there we go. So okay. That's it on the AIO. Honestly, I don't know why there's so many cables coming from the AIO. It makes it so confusing. Like, why does it have to have SATA power as well as everything else? Is there really that much LED powers? Things like that. Okay, so then the micro USB cable, we're going to push down from there. Can you see it's gone from like this side over there to there, and then the other one we're going to put from the other side. Where on earth is this going to go? I don't know what this is for. Is it NZXT motherboard? It's proper random because we already have. Maybe you don't need that. Does anyone know what this port is for? Let me get a closer up of this. Anyone get a closer up of this cable over here? Does anyone know where this cable goes? Right, it says NZXT on. It's got 4 pins, and it's not the same 4 pins that go into the NZXT cam. Does that mean that they go to the NZXT motherboard? Like if you Z, you know, NZXT, what is it, N9, Z9 motherboard? So there we go. Look at that. What is this one for? Because you already have all your pump, and then the SATA, and then the USB goes down there. So I don't know what's that for. I think Robitech. Anyone know Robitech, who does loads of these live streams? How much RAM? Yes, it is 32 gigabytes, 3600 megahertz. If anyone's wondering what the specs are, feel free to check out the description below. Okay. There we go. So that should go. Okay, that goes to the pump header, AIO pump, right? This one that it has 3 pin. AIO pump. And then we'll push the cables on the other side. With the rest of the cables. Okay. Turns on the PC without cooling. Oh, that would have been funny. Not really. Okay, so we have one cable that's gonna go down all the way to there. So now this cable that I'm putting in now here, this is from the micro USB over there, and that should be controlling the LED of this. Maybe you don't need that cable if you run NZXT motherboard. You just have all the other cables. Okay, perfecto. Then what else do we have on the other side? SATA and that random cable. What on earth is that for? Did anyone say? Motherboard. Yeah, I think it's on the motherboard. Maybe extra cable and it plugs on the side of the mobile. No, it's not for this motherboard because I don't have a port for this motherboard. On this, it needs to be some kind of NZXT motherboard, I think. Okay. On the other side, let's. Okay, I'm going to leave this one dangling for now because I don't know what the heck that is for, and I'm pretty sure you don't need it. Watch it, you don't actually need it because all the other things make sense. We just need another one of the SATA cables. Why did nobody remind me of the AIO? Guys, are you paying attention? Okay, there we go. That is plugged in over here as well. Guys, it's time for graphics card. Check this out. This side, 3090. Okay. There is, Aaron, there's RGB on the graphics card. Yeah. Okay. Guys, ready for the RTX 3090? Look at that. Okay, I'm going to put that over here for now. This is an absolute monstrosity. I'm not sure you kind of see how big this is, but this is absolutely massive. Like, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. There is two 8-pin powers on the side, and there's some RGB headers on that side as well, so this thing is RGB. So I think this is just two slots over here. Yep, second and third. Oh, a magnet from that LED has come out. Pilot fly, you need to fix that. Magnet came out. Anyway, back to the point. I have to take the second and third. Oh, mama, you see? Anyone see the problem here? Anyone see a problem? See a problem, anybody? Yeah, our 24-pin is going to be in the way because the graphics card extends all the way to here. So we're going to have to push that 24-pin to come out from the top part over there. So let me see if I can adjust that. It needs to come out from there like that. Okay. There we go. And then now we can put the graphics card in, right? Yeah. Okay. Second slot. It is a thick boy. It extends like halfway to that line over there. It's insane. Okay, two slots off, even though this is that one. The cool thing is the first four here are 4 slots on the motherboard. So with this motherboard, you could probably run two RT. Yep, you could run 2 of these on SLI, because you can actually connect them. There's an SLI connection over there, which would be absolutely mental. This is already pretty much overkill. So open the port over there, right? And then slide it down there. Let's see. Wait a second, I might need to take these port covers off. It looks like they might be in the way here a little bit when I'm putting these in. So okay, graphics card. Let's see. How are we doing this here? Oh, guys, we actually have to take the third one out as well, because there is something that extends to the third slot as well. So can't go in without taking even the third one out. I think we don't have to take the third. Is it the third covering out as well? No, the third cover doesn't have to come out, but the screw has to come out because it won't go in without that. Okay, second try. Okay, it's in. It's very, look at that. Can you get a close-up of that? Look at this. Look how much it's moving over here. So let's put some screws into this guy. Okay. Look at this side. Saggy boy. We need a bit of support for this, which we do have. I'll show you in a moment. Actually, yeah, the port covers weren't the problem. That third screw of this was a problem. Okay. Look at that. It's like, you know when someone puts like way too big wheels on the car and thinks that flipping heck, I'm class. Which kind of is class, but here it is. This is the GPU. Now, where are we going to put the GPU cables in? I would put them in through this little hole over there, because I think it just looks the nicest. So let's have a look. Oh yeah. Let's put some combs in there. Okay. Need to put some combs on here. Let me see what you guys are saying there. That click though. GPU sag? Yeah. Let's put some combs on these. Okay. So if you could choose which one graphics card would you like to be in stock tomorrow, which graphics card would you choose? I would choose 3080. Seems like the 3080s are the hardest to find. I've seen loads of 3090s in stock and 3070s. I've seen no 3060s, no 3080s. I don't know about you guys. Okay, let's put... There is another fan over here. Can you see, guys? There's a fan on the side of the graphics card. Look at that. And there's a little... Let's take that little film on it. Come on. There we go. Look at that. I think there was films on there as well. Oh, yeah. There's one over there as well. I'll take it out later. So people saying 3080, definitely 3080 or 3070. 3060 Ti, yeah. Is the 3090 worth to edit video? Absolutely not. That is Michael. Michael Shocker is asking, is it worth for editing? Honestly, I don't think so. but I'm not building this for myself. I'm building this for someone else, and they're requesting 3090. And then I'm like, yeah, sure, if you want them. And they're using this for gaming, which is a bit different scenario than editing. But for editing, no way, man. 3080. Even two 3080s, like Puget Bench tested two 3080s, which should be cheaper than one 3090. You know, if we all sold at MSRP. And then that should be better than one 3090. No, Aaron, I don't want to put the combs the other way. I want to put them this way because I think this is the best way. Having the combs like that, so I have the like blood veins running like that way instead of this way. This would like kind of cut the vein, so I don't want it. This one, this way, definitely this way. Who agrees with me on the combs and who doesn't? Okay. Will Noctua air cooler be good enough for 5900X? Yes, absolutely. Depends which one you go for, though, but most likely yes. I'll do the combs for this first. Bent is saying still not finished. Nope, still not finished. I like to enjoy the time and look at the cables and then, you know, do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. I don't know about you, but since you're watching me do this, you actually know how long it takes to build one, at least for me. And I know Linus builds them in like 10 minutes on his live streams, but no. How are the latest people who just joined the 4K stream? How does it look? Does it look all right to you? Does it look better than Linus? That's the question. Is it better than his? Alrighty. The veins. Okay. Look at that. Now that is beautiful. I'm going to put that in there. Just back it up a little bit. Let's back up. I'll have to put one more. One more. It's not 4K. Ben is saying it's not 4K. I'm pretty sure I'm streaming in 4K. Have a look. .1080p. It's 4K. Is that a Sony A7? The main camera angle is Sony A7S III, and then the camera you're looking at through now is Sony A7S II. Okay. Let's have a look what we're doing over here. There we go. Look at that. Look at this. That is absolutely flipping awesome. Okay, the only thing is, there's another little RGB headers that are coming from the this over here. So where are the RGB headers on the motherboard? There is. Okay, 3-pin is down there, and then 4-pin is up there. Am I right? Okay. Oh, is there any? Oh, wait a second. I think there's RGB down there as well. RGB 1 down there, and then what is that down there? I'll have to double check where do these plug in again on the graphics card. Look at that. So basically, there's these tiny little pods on this side. If we zoom in, can you see over here? Yes. Okay. One of them is 3-pin, one of them is 4-pin. There's absolutely tiny little like injection over there, and then one goes. What on earth is going on over here? Okay, this is if you want to continue them. 3-pin, okay, connection, but I'll have to double check this on the motherboard. Where does that go? Straight in the combs. Oh, this over here. Yeah, maybe. I can put them straight over here. Pull them straight over there. I think it's beautiful. Oh, we might actually put, I might put like a 3 in the back over there, just to keep it together. Look at that. Like that. Let me put another third one somewhere in the middle there, so it keeps it together. There we go. Down there like that. Look at this. It's like you're running motherboard power into there. Insane. So it says over here, on top of it, you connect 3-pin plug to the 3-pin socket, or connect the 4-pin plug to the 4-pin socket. Ah, okay. 4-pin, 3-pin, 2 cable. Okay, so does that mean that I have to do it, or I don't have to do it? It says connect 3-pin to the 3-pin socket, or connect the 4-pin plug to the 4-pin socket. Yeah, I don't see why would you need... I have a 4-pin over here, and that is one single cable of this. I'll see where the 4-pin, where's the 4-pin on the motherboard again. Double check. I think it is, there's one on the top over there. Fan J RGB. 12 volt, then RGB. Let me double check if there is one. Rainbow J RGB 2, yeah, it's the same. Rainbow J Rainbow, that's one there, that's 3 pins. They're both 3 pins down there. The 4-pin is on the top. Saif saying, bro, I want to buy that PC. It is more like 4,000 euros that. It's 3.7 thousand pounds this. But, okay, let's see. If we put the 4-pin... Oh my word. I wish they'd thought that through a little bit better. I think it's just the... Oh. What's happened over there? Try to switch it on and off. Ah, that battery is dead. Can you just change that battery in there?
Yeah.
Okay. I wish they did that a little bit some other way, because... Let's have a look. I have to put this... There is like... Okay, it is such a tiny pot. go over there. Oh, there's some on the side over here as well. Oh, there's a little film on this side. It's done now.
Yeah.
There we go. I'll show you the film. There's like a little film here. Voila. Assistant behind. I hope the price of GP goes down. Okay, so this one here. Ugh. Do that. And then I'm gonna have to put that through the middle there. Do you see what I'm doing here? I'm gonna put this here, and that goes to the 4-pin. Okay, and 4-pin JRGB is on the top over there. And then it needs to plug in on the top. Let's have a look. Our arrow needs to go onto the left side to... Okay, I think that should be it now. But it kind of like... I wish it was nicer. Don't think you need the 3-pin as well. It says 4-pin or 3-pin. So, what are they saying here? So we'll see how that goes. Okay, that's it. Now let's plug in the... So this is for the GPU as well. I'm not sure if I need to use that. The instruction doesn't say that anywhere. Look at these cables. This is beautiful. Are you ready, guys? Last things to plug in over here. Okay. Our GPU. So, 2 of these GPU cables. Remember VGA cables that we had from the other side. Now I am putting 2 separate cables, not one of them. So I'm not connecting one to the other, if that makes sense. Okay. You could do that, but it's not, I don't think it's wise to do that. In theory, it could work, like connecting one cable to both of them, but I don't really like it that way because it comes from the single kind of port from the PSU. So now we have in 2 separate ports powering this. All right, okay. This, I don't know where the heck that goes. Let me double check this on the NZXT motherboard thing. Where does this cable go? Okay, preparation, this, that. There we go. Powering the fans. Okay. Connect the USB cable. RGB LED. Okay, this, yeah, is the RGB controller, but we already have one on the other one, so I don't know how is that supposed to go, because that doesn't go into the, it doesn't go into the fans, so that's the problem. It won't plug into the fans. I'm kind of curious if it does now. Do I have any other RGB and NZXT fan? No. Let me see. definitely not in. No. No, it can't. It's not going into there. So I don't know what that is for. So this is all plugged in now. The last things to do is like put 2 more cable thumb screws for the AIO on the top there. Who's ready for this? Ooh, Lane McCall. Hey Lane, how you doing? Nice to see you. I think you're back in the States now, aren't you? Let's do this. Okay, my friends, who's ready for this? I'm going to do the cable management later because it's slightly boring to show you all this on the live stream. All right. So, the power. Let me see, what can I pull out from there? Okay, that one. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, Lane just built a Windows 10 Pro OS built specifically for gaming. Ooh, what do you mean custom Windows 10 Pro OS? So you built an OS system, Lane? Is that what you're saying? That's pretty cool if you did. What's different on the Windows 10 Pro OS you built? Remove the front SSD mount to make it cleaner. Yes, that's true. Let's remove this. There we go. That's much better. If you don't use it, don't plug it in. Okay, my friends, here is the big reveal, but I'm gonna do something very different. I'm gonna see if I can show you live the post screen as well, if it comes up. So I'm gonna plug this into the graphics card. Okay, so if I go over here, that should be the post screen now. Okay, keep it right here now. Power on from the back. Okay, yeah, who's ready? Who's ready? Okay, it's plugged in from the back. Last thing is this. Let's plug out this NZXT cover. Woohoo. Alrighty. And now, this is the moment of truth. Let me double check. Motherboard in. Okay, and see on the motherboard there is a red button on the bottom over there. Can you see this power LED over here? That is on. Okay. Let me double check that all the cables are in. This is in. That's in. That's in. Motherboard in. Both of the CPUs in. Okay, let's hit it, boys. 3, 2, 1. Voila. Let me go here quickly. Let's see the post screen. Let's see what on earth is happening. Okay, the front fans span and then went forwards again. All right, we have the RGB fans working on here. This is working. The NZXT cam is not running the front fans at the moment. Let's see, what's the motherboard saying? Where's the LED codes? Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Devices found. Okay, let me see. What are they saying? We have Ryzen 7. We have how much RAM? 32 gigabytes. Okay, our GPU is going as well. Very, very good. Let's see. Nice black screen, yes. But the big camera. Let's see, F1. Ah, shoot. I need the keyboard for this. Could you pass me that keyboard that's on the box on there? Okay. Thank you. Press F1. Yes, my friends. Let's press F1. Come on. Ready? F1. There we go. MSI BIOS. We have this on. Is the GPU, does it say anything about the GPU over here? There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Press it. I've already pressed it by the time you're clicking on this. Let's see. Hardware monitor. Okay. I mean, the only thing I need to do now is to go and put the Windows on and then start doing that. But that seems to be working. The only thing I am wondering is there is another little pin for the GPU, and I don't think I need to put that in because, as you can see, the RGB is already working, and it's working the same as even on the RAM. We just need to put the Windows on and then, you know, start configuring all this, but it's great. The only thing is, why are the front fans not working unless the like basic fan curves for the NZXT cam are to actually, you know, when they're low enough, they're not actually turning on. But as you can see, the front fans, they're not spinning. They span at first, but then they stopped after a few seconds. So probably because the CPU is so cool, it's just that. Okay, my friends, this is how you build a PC, and you know, this is how it is. I'm gonna start putting the Windows on now. Can you give me the Windows stick over there? You know, the wooden one. And look, show you how we do this as well. Windows stick. Stick it in the back somewhere over there. Voila. And then we're going to hit restart. Hold down the power button. And then we're going to hit it again. Look, front fan span, and then they turned off. Spinning. Now they're spinning. Look. I don't know why they're not. Yep, and we're installing the Windows, as you can see. Okay, now the fans are spinning. I don't know what's wrong. See? Now they're spinning. Voila. There we go. So, Windows install is going to happen. Let me see if there is any other thing, guys, that you are saying. Lane's saying he has the 510 Elite and Kraken right now. I have a 510 Elite as well with a little bit of customization going on. Put some music on. Yeah, guys, shall we put some music on? 1 second. Let me get some music on. 2 seconds. It's going to go to intro, but... Okay. Can you guys hear the music in the background? Voila. Okay. Just like Windows, if not working, reboot. Yeah. Look, the front fans are now spinning. They're seriously quiet, and flipping heck do they blow some air. There's some serious amount of air coming through. But so yeah, if you want to see the full custom, like when it's all configured in terms of the RGB and everything, then stay tuned for that. We're going to see that because I want all this to look, RGB just makes me vomit really, but I want it all to look like the same type of thing. So that's it. So my friends, I can see who else is there. Saif, Ayhan, Chris, thank you very much, my friends, for staying here. Let me just click this. Ah, wrong one. Drops the. Drops this. All right, let's put that in there. So next, install now. Let's see how it's gonna go. Lane, no, I've got the 710 as well. So if Sam could actually point to that computer over there, focus on there, and then I'm gonna turn it to there. No, that PC behind there. As you can see, I've got my H510 over there, Lane. It's a little bit dark over there, but it's fully customized. I'm gonna build for that on my channel. This is just another, whoa, that is a bit trippy. See that? How to get past this? I don't have a product key. Boom. There you go, no problem. 10 Pro. But there it is, yeah. You can see the keyboard. On this drive, yes, because this is the absolutely fastest drive on the planet Earth right now. Single fastest planet over there. Oh, I have a black screen. No, it should be fine now. How's it going, peoples? There is a few people watching. Thank you everybody for tuning in. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please do that. We're gonna see you all soon. But that has been the build. I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm gonna do the cable management a little bit more in the back. I want to get it like really nice and perfect. I won't leave you for that live stream. But thank you everybody for tuning in. If you want to see any other PC builds, then stay tuned because there's a few more coming. I'm very excited for the next one because I'm more like a minimalistic, like one style thing. This to me is like too much going on. I know I'm gonna configure it all one color RGB and it's gonna look very cool, you know, all the red is gonna match and it's gonna look mint, but I'm more of a like a minimalistic guy, like a black and white build. So there is something coming up. There's just parts in the posts and they're coming up, but that's that really. Let me see. Hi James, Saif, Ayhan, a Black Lizard, Chris, thank everybody for tuning in. Great to see you all here. And yeah, I think we're gonna crack that going now. Oh, look at that. I think Windows has already been installed. Let me see if this is, come on, let me show you. Getting devices ready, MEG, Meg. PC case looks so industrial. Yeah, when I'm putting everything on it, then it looks really good because you've got the top cover and the front cover. You won't actually see the RGB LEDs over there, but I wanted them to be RGB so you can see them from this side and you can see them actually from the side a little bit, which is going to be pretty cool. Too much RGB going on over there. Yeah, black and white color is better for PC. That's like my opinion, but this is absolutely behemoth of a guy. look how far this extends. It's absolutely crazy. So come on, can we get the Windows going now? Is it restarting? Can we see? What's it doing? Come on. 3, 2, 1. Booting. Ah, it's doing some stuff. So I'm just going to see some more comments over there. Dennis is saying, why didn't 5900X? We didn't go for 5900X because the person who requested this build wanted this for gaming, and there is not that much a difference between 5900X and 5800X, and 5900X was not in stock, so there is nothing, you know, to lose. Plus it's cheaper, plus you can upgrade later, all that sort of stuff. What time is next stream? I've got one stream on Friday going, but we're gonna do, that's gonna be a bit different, whether you should build a PC or you should buy a laptop, and we're gonna do that with Ben Kaiser. So if you don't know that, he's a cool guy. We'll do a live stream with him. But anyway, guys, thank you very much, guys, for everybody for tuning in. This has been how to build about $4,000 PC or 3.7 or 3.6 thousand pound PC. Absolutely mint. I might do another video on this, so if you want to see like some benchmarks and things like that on the channel, subscribe, hit that bell button so you're not going to miss any of that. But for now, I'm gonna see you later, and then yeah, we'll see you soon. If you want to see any other builds particularly, comment below, because I'm always in the comment section below checking them out. Thanks guys for watching. Bye bye.